All right, so let me see. Here we go. All right, so number 14. In the weighted voting system, what is the smallest possible Q for which P5 is a dummy? Yeah, that's hard. Let me just try answer A. Is it 27? So let me just put it in and think about it. So I'm just guessing here. And see, and I'll just check it. So let's see if that's right. 12, 8, 4, 2. Okay. Is it 27? I'm just going to give that a try. What do they want? They want P5 to be a dummy. The last player to be dummy. Is P5 a dummy in this situation? What's it mean to be a dummy again? You never make a difference. Never make a difference. Well, you tell me, in this voting scenario, would P5 ever have a situation where he makes a difference? No. You know how you can tell easily? How could P5, he's only got 2 votes, ever make a difference? The total without the 2 must be, what, 25 or 26. Oh, you know, he can do, no. Yeah, no, he can't. I don't think. Right? Because if it's 25 or 26 and 2 are added, if he chimes in with his 2, it becomes a winner. Right? 27 is what it takes to win. It's the quota. So that's the only situations then in which he can ever make a difference. If the total without him is 25 or 26, then he chimes in with his 2, he'll take it from being a loser, that's below 27, 25, 26, see how I came out 25, 26? They're right below victory. They're just below the victory line. And they're close enough where his 2 would put him over into victory. So he would make the difference. So you want to ask yourself, is there any way without him they could add up to be 25 or 26? Because that's the only way he'd ever make a difference. So tell me, look at the numbers. How can these guys, some combination of them, without the 2, add up to be 25 or 26? Can they? I don't think so. I don't see any way. Try various combos in your calculator. I don't see any way. See, this is just hard. This is just touchy-feely, play with the numbers, fool around. I don't see any way they can add to be 25 or 26. So yes, he's a dummy. Is he a dummy in this situation? Yes, he is, because it never adds up to be 25 or 26, in which case he can make a difference. There's never a case in which he can make a difference. So he is a dummy in that case. So our answer is 27. It's A. Well, maybe. Careful. That's the problem. That's why these are the hardest ones. Smallest. Yeah, 27 makes him a dummy, but is it the smallest Q that makes him a dummy? Maybe there's a smaller one. Like how about down here? It's not going to be 30, but how about like the 29? Or that's not smaller either. Not going to be anything bigger, but maybe there's something small. Like what about the 24? How about that? Let's try that. Wait. What is the smallest possible value of the quota Q for which P5 is a dummy? So is it 24? Is P5 a dummy for 24th? Oh, see, this is a trick question. This really is. I'm not going to give you one quite this tricky on the test. I'll give one similar, but this has an extra trick right here. Did you know what would happen? Think about it, guys, for a minute. If we said, hey, next presidential election, you know, since we're never getting anybody at 50%, what if let's just lower it. All you got to do to become president is you got to get, I don't know, 45%. 45% or more, you're president. You win. Could they do that? What would be a fundamental problem with that? You get 45% of the vote, you win.
The other person had 55, but are you talking about like there's a few candidates there?
Yeah, there'd be a few candidates. Yeah, but you're right on the money. What if 2 people got 45? That could happen because that's less than 100 still. You could have 2 people getting 45, that's 90, and somebody else get 10 or whatever. You could have 2 people hitting that. So you just said 45, they're president. Well, so they're both president? I mean, that's crazy. You can't do that. So you see, you can never make the mark below 50%. Right? Because 2 people can hit that if it's below 50%. Right? The winning mark always has to be above half. Well, they're tricking you with this question. It's not C, it is A. What's wrong with C? Because C, 2's a dummy. If you do the whole thing, 2's a dummy here too. Everybody's a why? Because 24 is a dictator. So everybody else is a dummy, including 2. So, well, the 2's a dummy. Yeah, but this is a bogus system. You can't. This system's impossible. Why? Because 24 is less than half the total. You can't have the quota mark. You can't have the quota mark. This is the part I won't put on the real test. I won't make one like this. You can't have the quota mark be less than half of the total, right? What are these total? If you add these up, these total 50 votes. And so half of that is 25. And so 24 is less than half. They're setting the pass mark at less than half the people. You can't do that. That can't be. So C is just a crazy system. It's not even a possible system. So the answer indeed is A. That was the answer, right? 27 is the answer. So that's pretty hard, I know. And I would ask you the smallest, largest. You will have to do that. I won't give you a bogus system. What I won't do is give you one of these where it's less than half and you got to realize that. That's a little too much, I think. I just showed it to you in the practice exam, but I won't do that. But I will ask you, what's this? There'll be like probably two of these where I say, what's the smallest, what's the largest? That basic idea you will need to be able to do. Let's try number 15. Number 15, so now they're saying what is the largest? No player has veto power. Yeah, that's tricky. All right, let's give it a try. So we put the quota. Let me just try answer A again. 17 is answer A. Let me just try putting that in there and see what happens. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. No, here's the secret we want. No player has veto power. Is that true here? Does no player have veto power? So what if the 7, remember what veto power is? Veto means you say no, it is no. Right? You alone can block it. So if the 7 drops out, says, nope, don't like it, can the other ones pass it without him? No, they've only got, what's it, 11? If you add them up, it's only 11. They need 17. So he does have veto power. He does have veto power. So that didn't work. We're supposed to have no player having veto power. So 17 didn't work. Somebody did have veto power. Let's try B. Let's try the 11. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. If 7 drops out, can he block it? No. He says no. It's 8, 10, 11. They have 11 votes still. He doesn't have veto power here. They still have 11 votes without him. They can still get something passed. So he does. So let's put him back. He has no veto power. And if he doesn't have veto power, nobody smaller than him could have veto power. So nobody has veto power here. So 11 seems to be working. Now they asked for the largest. So it can't be 10, it can't be 9. Even if 10 works, 11's larger, right? But hold on, this is where it's super tricky. So you might be thinking, I probably would if I'd never done this a million times over the years, I would probably be thinking, so that's it, it's 11. No, I mean, I think it is, but be careful. They could, and I could put it on the exam, it's fair. How do you know 12 doesn't work? Yeah, well, 12's not there. Well, so what? There's a none of the above. And if 12 works, now I don't think it does, right? I think the answer is probably B, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, but careful. That's why these are so hard. On the real exam, I would think it's fair to make the answer none of the above because there's a higher one. Remember, they asked what's the highest one that works. Not just what's the highest one among these options. They said what's the highest number that works, period. So if 12 works, you got to check 12. Now it doesn't. We got lucky, but it could. See, if 12 works, then 11's not the highest, and you better choose none of the above. You see the problem? That's why these are so hard. These are the separating the A's from the B's. That's what these questions are. The people that are excellent, that are really dialing in with the small details of these voting systems. Yeah?
A way of figuring that out, is it like by adding, not the first one, but the last 4 together? And that we
Yes, I'll say yes, but remember, I'm going to change it on the real exam. I mean, I just asked the computer to randomly pick one. Yeah, so yeah, that works here. That won't always work. In this particular situation, that is what's happening. But you've got to be able to be flexible to just figure out what's going on at the moment. So I wouldn't write that down on my card and keep that as a golden rule. It's just not going to, they're going to change it up. They're going to, what's the largest so that nobody's a dictator? What's the smallest? They're going to change it somehow. And it's not necessarily going to be that way of figuring it out. But you're right. In this case, you are totally right. So let's check the 12. If 7 drops out, what's the story? They only have 11 votes. So he has veto power, doesn't he? So 12 does not work, because remember we wanted nobody to have veto power. So indeed, 11 is the largest number where nobody has veto power. You go up to 12, some people have veto power. So 11 is the largest, and indeed the answer is B. But watch out, it could have been 12 works, and the answer is none of the above. So these are hard. These are meant to separate, the excellent from the very good. Right? So you gotta, that's, save these. Don't do these right away, and take the test on Thursday. Do all the easy ones first, right? Come back to those. Is that good? Does that make sense on all that? All right.